The U.S. President Donald Trump put so much pressure on TikTok, Chinese social media application company, to sell their business to U.S. enterprise because of the accusation that they steal information of American citizens and share it with Communist Party in China. But whether TikTok or WeChat social application from China is the real threat to national security, Thai PBS World Tonight, Kun Nat Bunnak and me talk to Mr. Steve Waterhouse, cybersecurity analyst from Canada. Regarding the accusation by President Trump that TikTok is stealing information of American users for Communist Party.
Well, it is really a concern that has been not just observed by the Americans and Canadian parties, official ones, but really there's been independent research that puts China in a very tight spot, understanding that they are, in fact, performing information control over what is broadcasted over TikTok or WeChat, and that for that matter. For that sense, people have been reporting and in the labs and how you could observe the traffic exchange between a user who wants to just chat with WeChat or exchange some files with TikTok, and has been seen that some of the information is flown back, is then redirected back to China for what has been determined as information gathering by the PRC. For that sake, the federal government in the US decided to act upon this, and of course we cannot escape the fact that it becomes a bargaining chip in some way in some political discussions, but technologically it is one avenue that the president of the US wanted to protect as much as possible the privacy of the users. And I do agree that it does not escape that American platforms do perform some of that kind of information gathering, as we say, but for sure the privacy policy back with China's TikTok and WeChat are very different than any European or North American companies that will perform social media.
But TikTok and WeChat already denied that it shares data with the Chinese government. So what is your take on their claims here? Is there any evidence that proves that they did or did not share with the Chinese government?
Yes, there are several research papers out there that exist that has proven that kind of activity, that covert activity of taking information, personal information of people, but especially deleting some videos that are talking against the Communist Party of China. And for that sense, it goes like people just want to use these platforms to, again, be creative and make some interesting artistic discoveries and just show their personality off of these platforms. But when you have that kind of control from any company that, as we know, from China has a certain control or let's say orientation voice to redirect, if not control, what's being programmed, if not just carried by these platforms. Now, one would say it is kind of innocent that a platform that is meant, like TikTok, to produce funny videos, and especially most of the users of that platform are teenagers. But behind the fact, for an intelligence agency, they could use that kind of information, especially localization information, to verify if they have a subject of interest. Well, they could target the family of that subject and then gather more information on their whereabouts, and could become a more complete dossier on which they can act upon later.
So if TikTok has been transferred to American companies, for example, Microsoft or even Twitter, how can American privacy or American information be protected? We would be in a better situation.
If Microsoft gets the TikTok portion of ByteDance, it means for them a reach of hundreds of millions of users more to either one, sell their products again, or two, having a broader spectrum of collecting more information from these users. Even if it's anonymized, it's a treasure trove for them in order to gather that information and put it in good use to, again, present a better product. So that's how most modern companies will take advantage of such platforms that are very popular, and will just go after the data, not just the content, but really how the people interact with it.
And that's all from Thai PBS World Tonight. Thank you very much for watching.